4, 3, 2, 1. I am live. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. It is freaking cold here in Dallas. Good morning. Sorry. I had to clean the screen there a little bit. Yeah, so I know wearing a San Diego Chargers shirt, and look, there's my glasses. I'm so glad I just found those. Yay, I didn't know where they were. Yep. So yeah, hi, I'm Jane, and this is the PB&J Influence, and I am going to answer, as you may or may not know, one question today. One question from the book. The stupid book. Sorry, Lenny. Stupid book. I say sorry, Lenny, because that's my cousin. She's the one that gave me the book. And some of these questions are just lame-o, but we're going to answer them anyway. And I am coming to you live at 8:18 Central Standard Time. That is Texas time, y'all, because I am doing this from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. Oh my gosh, do this every Monday through Friday, unless I can't. And there's been a lot of I can'ts lately, and I apologize. But if you watch some of the other videos, you'll hear about all of that. I'm not going to go back through that again. I've just been super busy, a lot of transition, and that's all going to come to a rest come January 1st, 2020. So I'm really excited to slow the whole crazy train down and get into a routine starting in January. But until then, it is off the hook crazy. And I'm doing my best, people. I'm just doing my best to try to show up here and answer these stupid ass questions. And why are we doing this? Because I'm just giving you a chance to tune in here and drop in. Think for 10 minutes today. Just go introspective, inward, and think. I don't know. Just get to think about yourself. Give yourself some me time. Find out about you and go from just thinking to here where we're actually going to feel about it too, if you dare. And honestly, the questions are so lame. There's not a whole lot of feeling that we have to do most of the time. It's just a bunch of stupid thinking. So there you go. Just being honest with you today. And by the way, if you are watching this and it is live, if you are currently live with me, feel free to drop in and say hello. My comment box is over here. I would love to hear from you. Pop in and say hi, be part of the conversation, join the community, okay? And we will chat together, which is what's really cool about this. But y'all, a lot of you people hang out. I know you're out there watching afterwards. I don't know that you're watching now, but afterwards I can see how many people were watching live. And there's always way more people watching live than who are admitting that they are there. They're not popping on to say hi. So just saying, I know y'all are out there. You're just not joining in the crowd. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And happy November. What the heck day is it? 12th. Yeah, because yesterday was the 11th. Okay, I had to look at my computer. Happy November 12th. And I've got the question right here. I have not read the question yet. I am now going to read the question, and then we are going to discuss it. And Lord, please let it be a semi-okay question. All right, here we go. The question is, who is your idol? I don't know. See, there you go. This is why we ask questions, because there's a lot of things that we don't know the answers to, although you may know right now. Boom, so-and-so is my idol. Now, next question. Is an idol the same as a hero? Someone that you idolize, and an idol is like a statue or entity, I guess, that you worship, kind of. I should look that up on my phone, right? Are you into that with me? I am going to look this up. I am also going to use my glasses, so this should look really good. Girl with a hat and glasses. I'm telling you, it's so cold. Did I tell you it's 23 degrees here and it feels like 10 degrees? That's what they said. The wind chill is 10 degrees. Freaking crazy. Okay. I am now going to look up the word idolize. Definition. Here we go. Admire, revere, or love greatly or excessively. He idolized his mother. Similar would be hero worship. Or worship. So you could technically idolize a religious person or figure or entity or whatever. Okay, so it is kind of like worship, idolize, someone who's your hero, someone you totally look up to that has impacted your life. I guess that's what we're going to say, right? So who's my idol? I don't know. Who's yours? And nobody's here. Nobody's here in the chat box. Pop it in. Come on, you guys, chickens, to say who their idols are. I don't know. Who wants to sit here with me while I think about this today? I could like turn this off right now and go think about this and come back like 5 hours later and go, okay, I thought about it. Here's who it is. Idolize. I mean, that's like heavy duty. For 20 years of my life, I would have told you that that was Jesus. I still greatly, I mean, I have a really strong understanding of who I believe God and Jesus to be. So they're really at the top of my list. But beyond that, in the realm of, let's say, regular people, who do I idolize? There's not a lot of, you know what? It's sad. I'm not feeling like there's anybody out there that, no, and no. That is the answer for me. There's nobody out there that rocks my world like that I'm just like, oh my gosh, that person. I used to ask a question all the time. If you could meet one person, if you had the opportunity to meet just one person that you really wanted to meet, that you probably normally wouldn't have access to in your life, who would it be? That used to be, for the longest time, I really wanted to meet Billy Joel, but I don't idolize him. I just really was fascinated with his music and his piano skills. And I thought it'd be super, super cool to, talk to him. But I don't even care about that now. I don't. I just don't. That's it. That's the kind of person I am, folks. I think when I was younger, definitely there were people that like, I kind of was like, whoa, that person is so amazing. But you know what I've come to learn in life? People seem amazing, but they all have their shit. They all have their backstory. They all have their baggage. They all have their things that they can't, that they get stuck with emotionally, or their vices or their shortcomings or whatever. You know why? Because we all do. And I don't think there's anybody that's I mean, you've seen it in the media. There's all these people that are in places of power or fame or celebrity or whatever, and they're getting knocked down left and right because all of their skeletons are coming out of the closet, right? I mean, you thought these people were amazing. Here's one I was just talking about. I was talking about this with my man the other day. This person, you guys, Fred Rogers, remember? Okay. What my neighborhood, I can't even think of what his dumb show is called. Fred Rogers, but he had the show on PBS. Anyway, the person I was talking to was saying something about like that guy is probably a pedophile. And I said, oh no, like really honestly, after all of these years, and they've made 2 movies about him now, one documentary and one that Tom Hanks is playing Fred Rogers, which I think sucks actually. And they've made 2 movies about him, and he's dead. And they've had all these years to totally rip this man apart and defame him, just bring him down. And it never happened because the guy was really as honest as the day is long. However, do we even really know totally what his shortcomings might have been in his life? I don't know. We don't know, but that's one person that has not been exposed for a bunch of crap. But just about everybody else has. I mean, all of the Catholic priests, sorry, y'all, if you're Catholic, the priests are like, all the people in, the acting, all the producers and big directors and those people are being brought down. All the people, everybody, all the politicians, everybody's getting raked over the coals because, here, let's go a little bit deeper about shit you probably don't even know. The whole planet is in this process of evolution. And this evolution was taking us from the Piscean age, Pisces, if you're into astronomy at all, it's based around the zodiac. And we were crossing over in the year of 2012 over into the Aquarian age. So we really literally went from, I don't know how many hundreds, maybe thousands of years of authority and power and systems that have been set up. And this is the way you do things. And you look to the answers are outside of you in the system that's been set up for you. That whole thing, and the domination, and there's certain people at the top, and you got to play by the rules, their rules, not your rules, and you obey, and you have no say. You just do. You do. You follow. Okay, so that we crossed over from that over into the Aquarian age, which now we've been into this now for 7 years. And we're just way in the very, very beginning of it. But what happened during that whole time was all of this whole system over here was being exposed and crumbling and breaking down because we're launching into this whole new thing in the Aquarian age where all the answers are not outside of you. Systems, programs, certain people's ways of doing things that you have to obey, that is all falling apart. And now we are being asked to go into ourselves as humans and find out what is true for us and follow that. And that's why all the exposure has happened for all massively. And also congruently, it came along, with now that we all have cell phones, you can't get away with jack squat without getting caught on the camera, right? Which is kind of cool, right? So authenticity is the big buzzword. Everybody has to be really real. And so with all of that, who is my idol? I don't have one because we're all just human and we all screw up. We all F up. And if there's anybody that I idolize, and not in a bad way, but in a healthy way, it would be me for fishing my way through my entire life and finding myself and finding a really grounded person here that I can rely on because I'm not so sure about everybody else out there. Not so sure anymore. So I do know, though, that I've got a lot of answers and I know what my truth is. And I know that if I just listen to myself, I don't have to go find somebody else that's the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to go idolize somebody else. But it's okay if you do. And you might have perfectly legit reasons for idolizing somebody. And that's totally cool. Totally cool. That's my gym bag right there. So there you have it. I just went off on my little soapbox for today. And who do you idolize? Who is your idol? I don't know. It's a good question. You should think about it. Well, why would you idolize that person? Is it because they're awesome? Or is it because they're totally naughty and they do things that you wish you could do that you would never, ever, ever really do in real life, but they get away with it? Because they're the bad boy type that people like for some reason. I don't know. There's a lot of different reasons to idolize somebody, and it's a good time for you to think about that, and just go, yeah, wow, like why am I putting that person up on a pedestal? Why is that working for me? And is it good for me? Is it serving me well? And do I really need to rethink that? And if I didn't idolize that person, who would I replace that with? And do I need to replace that? And where do I stand in the middle of all of that? I don't know. There's your questions. Check out my videos, these other videos. here. If I remember to post something here, you'll see it right about here. Okay. All right, you guys. Hey, have a fantastic day. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to do my damnedest to be here tomorrow. All right. Ciao. Okay. Have a good day. Bye for now.